Welcome, Rangers. You may approach the Patriarch.
Three, when there were 50. Cold logic says I should turn you away. That there aren't enough of you left to do the job at hand. But that Dorsey ambush was my fault. And I owe you more than explanations and apologies. So, here's something more tangible. The Dorseys didn't just attack you. They attacked my city. This one was trying to burn down our jail. If you want some vengeance for what was done to you, he's yours.
You know what? I would choose this if it wasn't for the sole fact that Woody's actually looking to get vengeance on Pete, the person, his old squad leader that killed his former teammates and incapacitated one of his friends as well. So I think in this choice, I'm gonna use this one. He's your prisoner. You can have the honors.
If you insist. Thank you. It's been too long since I've dealt with my problems firsthand. I'd like to do the same to all the Dorseys. And maybe, with your help, I will. But for now, let me address your immediate needs. In addition to this base and the aid I promised your general, I'll be giving you the resources to return your force to full strength. Recruiting, training, and equipping. It's not enough. I know. The men and women you lost can never be replaced, but it's what I can give you. I hope you'll accept it.
See, this would be something Shaggy would say, but this is Woody talking. So I think as a leader, better. I can't talk right now. Okay, let's try that one more time. Better than nothing, as long as that deal's still in place.
The deal's still in place. You help me, I help Arizona. And the flame of civilization spreads its warm glow a little further into the night. That's what we all want. Right? Now, introductions. My name is Saul Buchanan. I own Colorado, though you'll meet some who disagree. This base is your new home. From here, you'll aid my people and, more importantly, do the job I brought you here to do. Now... Yes, Joe?
Pardon, Patriarch. It's Daisy. An update on the Garden of the Gods?
All right. Sorry, Rangers. Still putting out fires. Two of my best are waiting for you inside. Darius Kwan of the Marshals and my old friend Sergei Greatsky. Go see him. I'll be in when I'm done here. Uh-huh.
First things first, let's check on Jody.
I need to rest a spell. Catch my breath. That all right with you?
How are your injuries? Recovering okay?
I'm still healing up. Go out and find your footing while I get back on my feet.
Missing Arizona yet?
Oh man, more every day. This place is nice and all. Kind of majestic with all the mountains and wild weather, but it's hard to enjoy it when I know everybody back home is dying by inches. We gotta finish up our business with the Patriarch and get the supplies he promised us back home. People are counting on us. My folks are counting on us. Sorry. I just want to get this done and get back to them.
Talk to you later, Jody.
Later.
Sound very happy to be sitting there, the way you said later, but that's fine. We'll let you rest. I want to learn how to do Woody's voice, so when I do those... Okay, he answered that for me. He said no, so we're going to continue. Hello, Diligent Joe.
Pleased to meet you, Rangers.
Alright, let's go.
Welcome, Rangers. I'm Marshal Darius Kwan, and this here's Sergei Greatsky.
What have I done?
Good to meet you, Rangers. Glad to see some friendly faces. Been rough around here these last few days. Dorsey's attacked us too. Snuck inside Colorado Springs and killed a lot of people. Situation's under control now. Mostly.
So what were the Dorseys after?
The Patriarch. Thank God they never got near him. He's the only thing keeping Colorado from tearing itself apart.
And sorry about these alarms. Something must have triggered the old security system. Trouble is, there's a bunch of angry robots guarding the computer that shuts them off. How you deal with them is your call. Your base, your rules.
So this place is ours now?
Yep. Noisy alarms and all. Courtesy of the Patriarch. We can talk more once we get a little peace and quiet.
Shaggy brushing his arms. Like, it's cold in here, man! Alright, let's go ahead and shut these alarms off. Come on, Shaggy.
Alarm, alarm, alarm. I hate alarm. A warning to you is over. This is a secure government facility you can be trespassing against. If authorization or you will be defeated.
This base has been out of service for decades. Have you been on guard this entire time?
Decade. Servitors became active a week ago after a prolonged shutdown period. With power restored, we are prepared to destroy foul interlopers such as yourself.
Alright, so this is Shaggy. Like, where are the Arizona Rangers? Oh, no, that's not the one I want to use. Which one should I use? What would Shaggy do? We know Shaggy's a kiss ass when it comes to... I think he would be sneaky. He doesn't want to eat trouble with these robots, and this could cause trouble. So I'm gonna do sneaky shit. Number one. Like, security system is showing signs of neglect. We're from IT. We're here to fix you.
Has not been updated in 110 years. Friend, we can never feel a smile interlopers have made switch up repairs in intervening time. Servitors await repairs at your speed exit from secure government facility.
Nice going, Shaggy. Ooh, look at that. Definitely gonna keep those in store in handy right now. And then once we get the new characters, I'll probably reconfigure our loot and distribute things accordingly. This terminal is dusty and old, but when you press the power button, it flickers to life. The computer beeps and whirs for the first time in years. As it boots up, security alert flashes across the display. Every attempt to access a menu is met with command access only. Eventually, you query the machine for command's identity. It replies, command empty, designate new command. We're going to install ourselves as command. A camera flashes above the monitor, and terrible photos of your faces slowly appear on the screen, line by line. Command recognized, security alert cancelled.
Well done, Rangers. Good to see the place up and running. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. The reason you're here.
That lady on the left behind the orange starburst there looks like Buzz Lightyear. Like a dark version of Buzz Lightyear, but let's continue to hear what the Patriarch has to say.
As you may know, I have a daughter and 2 sons, Liberty, Valor, and Victory. 2 of them conspired against me, and the third blackens the Buchanan name with every breath he takes. Consequently, I banished him. They've been skulking in the shadows ever since, but lately there's been rumors that I'm on my last legs. Lies, of course, but apparently my dear children believe them, and they've started making new plans.
So you need us to round him up?
Ain't you smart?
Of course, he's Woody.
I'm not worried about my children defeating me, Rangers. They won't. Not even Liberty. What worries me is the destruction they'll wreak as they fail. They'll tear my land and my people to shreds. They'll burn everything I've accomplished to ash. That's why they have to be stopped before they can start. That's why you, Rangers, have to find them and bring them home to me ASAP. And when I say bring them home, I mean bring them home alive. They're my blood. Kill them and we'll have a problem. Do I make myself clear?
So let's be pragmatic. You know, I think Woody would think about the options, and I think this would be what he would say. Way of taking your kids alive is impossible.
You've already done the impossible by making it here. I trust you. Find a way to make it possible. Now, let me tell you where they are. Victory's holed up in Aspen. Valor's under the protection of the Gippers in Denver. And Liberty's raising an army against me somewhere out on the Eastern Plains. Anything else you need to know?
Excuse me, I had a belch. Okay, so we'll need more background on your kids before we go after them.
What do you want to know?
For one thing, you must have plenty of competent people in Colorado. Why ask us to deal with your children?
Divided loyalty, that's why. I trust my guards, but they don't leave my side. Ever. Everybody else is making plans for when I'm gone. The 100 families, the Gippers, the Marshals, they're all out for themselves. And they know my kids would make good figureheads, give them some legitimacy. Any Coloradan I send to bring Vic, Val, and Libby back home might think they'll get a better deal elsewhere. But not you. I'm the only one who can save your people. Nobody else can get supplies to Arizona before they starve to death. That's why it's you who's doing this. You've got the only loyalty that works. The loyalty of self-interest.
What should we know about Victory?
Boy's never been right in the head. Since he was a baby, he'd torture cats, terrorize the servants, set the house on fire, and he's only got worse. The things he's done to the women he finds. Anyway, I finally had enough and put the little monster under house arrest up in Aspen. Guess they weren't prepared because he escaped a while ago and then came back with a gang of freaks and turned the place into a slaughterhouse. Now he's on the radio, laughing about what he's gonna do to his hostages and daring me to come after him. He, claims he's captured some Rangers as well.
He better not hurt those Rangers.
And if he does, you're still bringing him home alive no matter what. Remember?
So what kind of man is Valor?
Soft, spoiled, fiddled with computers all day instead of learning the arts of diplomacy and war. Finally packed him off when he accidentally crashed my security systems right before his sister's little coup attempt. Made him my official ambassador to the Gippers, hoping he'd do to their systems what he'd done to mine. That was a mistake. He took his revenge by convincing them to cut off oil shipments to my city. No oil means no heat, no light, and no food for my people. So getting Valor back and resuming oil shipments from the Gippers has to happen now.
So Valor isn't dangerous?
No, but the Gippers are tough and well-armed. And Denver's a death trap.
Last but not least, tell us about Liberty.
Liberty's got more brains and cunning than both her brothers put together. She's the only one who could actually run Colorado. Problem is, she'd run it as a goddamn slave state. Everyone in chains, everyone working for her. Wouldn't worry about her for now, though. Best to wait until you got a little more firepower. She's gonna be well protected.
So you're expecting her to try to usurp you?
She's already tried once. Got all the way to the palace steps before we chased her off. She's been licking her wounds out east ever since.
Thanks for the info. We'll do our best with them.
You'd better. Anything else?
Well, excuse me, Patriarch. Few things we'd like to ask about the Dorseys in the ambush.
Uh-huh.
From your perspective, who are the Dorseys?
The last dregs of a treacherous family. Thought I'd wiped them out years ago, but... mistakes linger, Rangers. I know that better than most.
So do you think that one of your children's were behind the attack? I said children's. Is that a word? I'll have to look that up. Do you think one of your children's were behind the attack on our convoy?
Possibly. But I know the Dorseys from the old days. They don't take orders well. Then again, I wouldn't have guessed they'd have the guts to attack both you and Colorado Springs at the same time. So somebody put some fire in them.
You said the ambush was your fault. How?
My staff and I coordinated the details of your arrival using coded transmissions on radio frequencies we thought were secure. Obviously, they were not. And you paid for it. I take full responsibility.
Alright, that's enough about that topic.
Good. What else do you need?
Oh no, wasn't there? I could ask for like armor and stuff. I guess I don't have barter to do that. I usually have a barter person like right off the bat. So, thank you for the briefing, Patriarch.
Of course. Now, if you want a chance to impress me and maybe get a little payback, that call I got outside was from Sheriff Daisy, the head of the marshals in Colorado Springs. She's having trouble rousting some Dorseys who have been holed up in the Garden of the Gods since their raid fell apart. Why don't you go give her a hand? Show us what the Rangers can do.
Dorseys? This will be a pleasure. Oh, sounds like a piece of cake. I don't like these choices because Woody's not a sir, yes sir type of person when he's dealing with a counterpart who's also a leader. So I'm gonna do this one. Sounds like a piece of cake.
Cocky, huh? Well, cocky's good. As long as you can back it up.
And trust me, Woody is very cocky. I don't see myself out now.
Let's move out.
So ominous, this camera angle. To view the mission log, start by opening your inventory. I know how to do that already. Let's leave that be for now, and let's loot the rest of this area before we get creating the rest of the team. Ooh. So I just picked up a weapon, slash not weapon, but I think that was the armor, because obviously it was a body armor, shoulder pads. So this will become in handy when it comes to upgrading and modding our armor and weapons. So we're gonna keep this. I know how to do this. We'll walk through this when the time comes. I don't have anyone that can do weapon modding right now, and this is a weapon mod. Okay. Gosh darn it, Woody. I mean Shaggy, you're so close to being able to lockpick that. Might let you get increase in that real quick. I think we can level up right now actually. So they're explaining the tasks with the mission logs. I should disable the tutorials, but I guess for people who are new to this game, I guess like just having a glance at what they might say, you know, you can pause it and read it yourself, but seeing if, you know, can help you out if you decide to play the game. I'm not the only person who's played this game on YouTube, and I'm not probably never going to be the last. But you know, never hurts just to show what they have to offer. So I'm about to increase the attributes. Starting at level 3, your rangers will earn 1 attribute per level, so that's good. Like I said, we're gonna coordinate with what they recommend us to do. But first I'm gonna start with the skill points. I'm gonna go ahead and level 2 that. I'm gonna level 3 this one, and level 2 that one. Coordination, luck, and awareness are the main attributes we should be paying attention to. Oh, that's why I already had these, I had these all full because of that. So since I have 4 in each of these, I'm gonna probably pick something else. So I think I'm about to gain 3 skill points if I go intelligence 3, so I'm gonna take advantage of that. Oh, I gained 1. Why did it say plus 3? Or maybe like that's how many you earn when this is complete. I never completed the this bar, so maybe that's how much it'll give you. So this is an obvious choice. Woody's the medic and the leader. Make sure his troops are taken care of, especially after what happened to him. He must make sure that if that's anything as catastrophic happens like that, he's able to take care of his teammates. Shaggy. I'm at the animal whisper you to death at this point. I'm gonna put, just in case, I'm gonna go ahead and automatic weapon to you real quick, and then we're good. I'm really trying to make sure he gets a dog as a companion. Like, I'm really trying to make sure this happens once we get to Colorado City. Is it Colorado City? That's what it's called? Downtown Colorado? I don't remember the location. I haven't played this game in a few weeks. But that's what I'm going to consider it right now. So attributes, we're focusing on intelligence, awareness, and luck. Intelligence, awareness, and luck. I'm about to get you some action points because you really need that. I think this should have been like one of the things, but I understand why these are the most important things when it comes to sniping. But I need you to have more action points Saw something from the corner of my eye that made me stutter, so I had to look for a second. Sorry. Okay, so let's give you some more action points, and then we'll continue to work on your skills. You're gonna level up again soon, so that's pretty cool. Inventory intro. I already looked in here. I'm not even gonna read any of this. It's no point. No point. No point. That if you're interested in reading on that, you can just pause the video. I'm not gonna sit there and read it because I've been working through the menu in the inventory since I started the game. So I'm gonna give you this helmet that we're gonna hide. How much better is this compared to what you have on now? I'm gonna wear this instead. How does this look? You're like a pimped out cowboy, but this is just better. And no one can wear this yet, probably. So we're gonna keep that on the back burner until someone can wear it. That's the exact same. How do you switch weapons? And I don't remember how to do it, but there's some way to do it in here, and I just completely forgot. But I'm pretty sure these are the same. Yep. Just wanted to make sure beforehand. I think we didn't check everything yet. Nope. Making our way around this small room as much as we can. Wait. Gosh darn it. I was supposed to give Shaggy lot picking too. I messed up. I messed that up. Okay. We'll come back to that desk in the future. And this one's locked as well. Yep. Make this dramatic.
Rangers, come talk to me when you've got a moment. Want to discuss staffing and recruiting, that kind of thing. Good job, Rangers. Nice to be able to hear ourselves think again. And now that it's quiet enough to talk, let me reintroduce you to the great Sergei Greatsky, who's going to be helping you with personnel.
It's funny how he turned his back on Marshal Kwan as he started talking. But I understand that's because he wants to introduce us to Sergei. So, but still, it's funny.
Hi again, Rangers. Damn sorry about your people. But now that you're here, we'll do what we can to get you back on your feet and find you some new recruits. Just like the Patriarch promised you. And I already got you one of the best. Meet Marcelo Gonzalez, electronics wizard, radio technician, and former dispatcher for the Marshals. He'll be your radio operator.
Howdy, Rangers. While you were dealing with the alarms, I took the liberty of installing a combat AI in your vehicle. Should help you out. If you want to chat, I'll be in the operations room getting things up and running.
Should be more recruits arriving soon. Ready to tell me how you want to fill out your squad?
So this is where we get our new squad members when the time comes. Sergei will be the guy that fills in those positions, so that'll be coming in handy in the future, of course. So I don't want to rush things. I'm going to ask a few questions. I want to get to know the people that we're working with, so we're going to do that first.
Of course. Ask away.
So, can you tell us more about yourselves?
Well...
Well, Sergei won't blow his own horn, so I'll do it for him. He's Colorado's greatest war hero. Fought by the Patriarch's side from the beginning and saved the old man's life about 100 times, right, Sergei?
75. Tops. Now, let me tell you about Mr. Slick here. Nobody knows the streets and alleys of Colorado Springs, or the people that live there, better than dashing Darius Kwan.
You're too kind, Sergei.
So did you two volunteer for this?
Yeah, I was getting a little itchy doing the same old in the Marshals.
And retirement was driving me stir-crazy. just sitting around listening to the paint peel. I jumped at the chance to help you folks out.
You both seem awfully eager to help a group of unknown outsiders. Why are you really here?
It's no lie that I've been looking to leave the Marshals, but you're right. That's not the whole story. The Patriarch asked me to keep an eye on you, so here I am.
And I am truly sick of retirement. But, yeah, I'm doing the Patriarch a favor too.
I don't think he would consider that, them spies. Not any of these characters. It's more so protocol. So I'm gonna leave it at that. So what was the deal with those alarms and robots?
Not sure exactly. We came by a week and a half ago and it was stone quiet.
We were gonna get the place cleaned up before you got here. But then the Dorseys attacked the city, so it got put on the back burner.
Something must have triggered the security systems between then and now. Could have been anything.
How long has this place been abandoned?
Patriarch chased out the last big gang maybe 10 years back. Before that, all kinds of bandits, militias, and cults have lived here since the deluge.
Recently, it's been mostly outlaws and refugees. We should check around to see if there are any current occupants.
Could be what set off the alarms.
So what's the deluge? We've been hearing that word a lot.
Around these parts, we call the nuclear apocalypse the deluge of fire, because, well, that's what it was.
Noah's flood was the deluge of water. The nukes were the deluge of fire.
And then this is the last question. What was the radio operator saying about putting a combat AI in our vehicle?
Gonzalez? He's a whiz with stuff like that. The AI will allow you to give the vehicle orders in combat without having to be inside it. Basically, it'll become another member of your squad.
Nice. Even though I already knew that. But Woody didn't. That's all the questions we have for now. Thanks for answering.
Okay, what's next?
Show us who you got lined up. So I'm going to take a brief moment to create these characters. I don't have the backstories for them yet. I'll have to write that when I get the chance. I want to have them fleshed out as much as I can as the story goes. So I'm going to create them, and then hopefully by the time I made the edits to the video, they'll have backstories to go along with it.
My advice is to put together a squad with complementary skills. Nobody can be great at everything. So pick recruits who are good at things your current team isn't. And you can always round out your squad with folks you meet along the way. Keep that in mind when you're choosing from the recruits I've rounded up.